All right, Ines, let's check out your run here on Canyon, a little slalom free ski. I know we looked at this video together after the day, but I figured it'd be helpful for you to be able to see it midweek and check it out again. Let's watch it in regular motion, then we'll slow it down. All right, let's check it a little slower now. All right. Nice, good moves there. Rolled up both skis pretty well. Got a nice little stronger inside there, meaning the inside half is a little bit, ahead. We do tend to drop our outside, our downhill hand a little behind us too much, causing some issues where we have to then sweep it forward and call your left hook, right hook. I don't know what you want to call it, but something we'll talk about a little more. Let's get rid of that. One thing we talked about is just being consistent and being on the outside ski and not tipping or falling in. Here you come through and for whatever reason you just sort of leaned in a bit, fell to the inside hand drops. You can see you're clearly no longer level. Clearly fell to the inside, weight on the inside ski. So just need to be consistent. It's not a problem on every turn certainly, but need to be balanced over the outside ski consistently on every turn. Oops. All right. One thing we want to make sure we're trying to do is rolling up both skis to the same, high matching angles. Clearly you can see that the outside ski is rolled up pretty nice, got a nice high edge angle platform to push against. The inside ski is a lot flatter, so really want to try to roll them both up to the same matching angles. That allows us then to be able to bring the hip inside the turn when the speeds require that. But when the inside ski is flat, it kind of locks you up and it's hard to get that hip to the inside of the turn. Good looking turn there. Here we got a little more matching angles, it appears, rolling them both up. All right, came through. Nice square down the hill, upper body, that's nice. Oops. Here's one of those situations where you kind of, again, wasn't committed to the outside ski, kind of leaned in. Outside ski's running on you. Inside ski's kind of flat and definitely fell to the inside. We were in the back seat there, weight on the inside ski. So, why do we think that happened? Well, back this up, came through this turn, although we just said it was a nice looking turn, but not a lot of pressure up at the top of the turn. You can see the outside ski, not a lot of bend to it. All your pressure was right down in here, kind of fall line and below. We really want pressure if we can up at this part of the turn, high in the arc. We want to pressure if we're in a race course from rise line through fall line, which would be like here through here, and a nice soft and early gradual release. Here you have a lot of pressure below, so what happens there? Well, we got a lot of, bend in the downhill ski down in here, a lot of reverse camber we call it. So when you release, you get a lot of rebound as it moves from reverse camber to camber, and it pops you up, and you couldn't quite, basically absorb that. So you're in the air. You're in the air right there. You can see uphill ski. Your new outside ski is in the air. Both of them really, right there. Land, and that just sort of that whole thing. The landing didn't have time. Weight now went to the inside, and so it all started from above. I mean, the turn above is what caused that, and having just a little bit of a late pressure. Here was tough. We had you did a good job doing the negotiating human slalom. Dialing it back, get through safely. So, we talked about here the hook in, really unnecessarily, sweeping the arms right in here to make that pole plant, because, the hands get back. If we keep the hands more in front of us a little further, we won't have to sweep them up and across the body to pole plant. And there's that hook. And you can see how low it gets, way down there. Just an unnecessary movement. Since it sweeps across your body, it can cause some rotation. So, again, if they keep the hands a little more in front of us, we won't have to have that arm swing forward to try to pole plant. Here you are really kind of in the belly of the turn or the middle of the turn, and those elbows are really, almost, especially the outside one, almost behind you. And we want to try to keep elbows in front of the torso, particularly the inside one. So we have a nice strong inside half. The outside one can be, a little bit back of the inside one, but, not as much as that, because there you have to now sweep the hand forward in order to get in position to pole plant. And we really want to keep the hands and arms, out in front, so the pole plant is a little more just this wrist and it's in position to pole plant. You can see how the elbow outside, in your left elbow is, brought almost behind you. So let's keep elbows in front of the torso if we can. We'll cut down on that sweeping right there. Because it's just going to cause, a little more rotation than what we need, bringing it across the body. Because you could be in the slalom right here, you could be a little more square down the hill at this point in time, and it's hard when that hand sweeps across really in front of you. But you made some great turns in there, had some nice movement. You're bringing the hips up over the boots at the top of the turn. You had some nice forward and moving inside or diagonal movements, as we talk about. So overall, great job. Just a couple of things to work on. Make sure we're consistent in our outside ski pressure. Make sure that we keep our hands and arms a little more forward. Try to eliminate that hooking movement to pole plant, and earlier pressure. If we can get up above the turn, we'll have a nice softer release down below. Hope this helps.